Hi friends, welcome back to BRG. If you are new here, my name is Kelsey Keeling. My husband Ryan and I are breeding up Australian white sheep in south central Kansas. In today's video, I wanted to talk about purchasing a live ram versus purchasing embryos and why we made the choice that we made. This is all part of a series talking about our embryo transfer that we did back in November of 2023. So see the description box and you can watch that full playlist and see all the videos if you're interested in doing embryo transfer with Australian whites. So the reason that we went with embryo transfer, there's multiple reasons, but we'll dive into them today. And I'll try to keep this video short. We were faced with needing a new ram, or we're still needing a new ram. And so in July of 2023, we decided to kind of reach out to a couple people at the AAW SBA and association and see if anybody had anything. Unfortunately, they did not in July or June whenever we were reaching out. And so we decided that into 23-24 or 24 lambing season, we would use our same ram, but we needed to decide on what we were going to do. At that time in June, July of 2023, Australian white rams were $3,500. And you know, that might be pricey to some people that are in the regenerative ag space trying to do low input. And I totally understand that when you can go buy a Katahdin ram for, I don't know, probably $500 to $600 top end. But you know, it all depends on what your goals are. And we got into the Australian whites and decided that was the path that we were going to go and fully go down that path of trying to breed up and possibly, or in the future, hopefully raise breeding stock. And so that's what we're doing. That's why we're okay with spending that kind of money on a ram. Totally fine if you don't think that's justified. I understand. We just have different goals, which is totally okay. But anyways, that's what a ram was costing, $3,500. And we talked to one of the producers on the AAW SBA, and he was like, look, I can get you a ram, but you could also do embryo transfer. There's embryos from Australia. That's what we did, or he had done with his rams. And he's like, you could get, I think we ended up getting 6 embryos. And I just looked at the invoice because I'm doing our taxes, but it costed the same amount for those 6 embryos. So it's around $3,500. This was back in July, so don't quote me on prices and stuff like that. I'm just telling you what we spent for our embryos, and I don't know what it is right now. But if you're interested, I'll leave the link to the website and you can go ask them what embryos are costing right now and dive on in. And then you'll have all these videos on this playlist to know how we did our embryo transfer, and you can do it as well. But yeah, we decided to go ahead and do the embryo transfer route for multiple reasons. We were kind of feeling rushed to go buy a ram, and that's quite a bit of money. The money for the embryo side was going to be drawn out a little bit with purchasing the embryos, then doing the protocol and drugs and stuff. So I don't know, I guess we felt more comfortable with that. I don't know why. But then what was the other thing about it? Oh, we were obviously faced with hopefully the chance of getting more than one ram out of the deal. So I'll have to do that more breakdown in another video. But we ended up getting 4 embryos. So we have the chance of 4 rams. And genetic wise, it's a little weird. So you'll have to watch that video in the playlist. Because 5 of our embryos were from one set of genetics, and then 1 was from another set. So we'll see what we end up getting, but I'm still super excited. Anyways, what was another part of it? That we wanted to make sure biosecurity wise, we're trying to be low input on our sheep, and you know, don't use wormer. We're not opposed to using wormer for them if they need it, but then they're going to go and not be a part of the genetics that we're breeding up. We also don't vaccinate with anything besides CD&T for castrated lambs. And that's only castrated, not the ewe lambs. So yeah, just multiple reasons, mostly biosecurity and cost-wise of hopefully getting more than one ram is why we decided to go with the embryo transfer. You know, there's a lot of risk with doing embryo transfer versus buying a live ram, and you'll have to weigh that out with your goals and see if it's worth it. Thankfully, we were able to get 4, like I said, and hopefully we'll at least get one ram out of it. You know, if we do get more than one ram, you know, it paid for itself, which is crazy to think about. You know, if we get 2 rams and we sell both of those rams and they're, I mean, even $3,000 a piece, like, then we paid for it. Like, it was well worth it. I don't know what what we're going to do in the future, if I'm being honest, if we're going to do embryo transfer again. We are in February and we're due with our lambs in mid-April, so we'll see how it goes. But so far it was not a terrible experience. We did have God on our side in multiple instances in this situation, so thankful for that. But yeah, we're not opposed to possibly doing it again in the future. So okay, I will leave you guys with that. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. Be sure that you're subscribed to the channel and to this playlist, or watch the rest of the playlist in the description box, so that way you can get the full breakdown of everything that we did with our embryo transfers. And we will continue all of this leading up to them lambing in April. So very excited. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.